Okay, so welcome back to a brand new Slime Isekai Memories video. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 pieces of information, 5 tips and tricks on this game. Don't know what I'm going to be titling this yet, but I'm going to share with you guys 5 things, and this will help you make your life easier in this game, and hopefully these 5 things will help you out. So let's just jump straight into it. I don't want to waste too much time here. First off, let's just jump into the forging section. I feel like this part of the game wasn't really well explained, or really the importance of this. So in Forge, okay, this is where you're going to be building equipment items for your characters that you can equip. Now, I did go through this a little bit with my Troop EP video, but, you know, with the forging, you unlock this through making the forge in the Build Nation section of the game. And in order to craft it, you need these materials in order to make, you know, a level 1 sorcerer's robe, or a book, or anything like that. What I wanted to talk about is specifically, do not disassemble any equipments, especially early game. All right, disassembling is pretty bad, and you don't really get a good trade-off, especially with the amount of resources that you put in order to level 20 or max level an item, or even just craft an item. Honestly, save your 1-star equipments, because I would recommend you creating 1-star at the very least, especially if you're struggling on content, and then use them to equip to your support units. So in your troop section, with your supports down below, these units here actually affect your troop EP and how strong your actual battle characters are actually going to become. So for Oranga here, I would give him, if I had a spare at the very least, equipment. And by providing him equipment, it's going to make my Milim stronger, and not only that, give me a higher Troop EP, which makes me a little bit more confident in completing harder stages. Alright, so that's one little thing there. The second one, which I think probably most of you know, but just in case you guys don't know, in the Build Nation, okay, you can actually reduce the amount of time needed in order to build a building. So so I'm going to construct something pretty big here. Let's go and build, or at least level up Rumaru's hut, which takes 2 hours here. And of course, it takes 2 hours without premium currency. You can reduce this time very quickly by requesting aid. And this is pretty much calling out your friends in order to send aid, which they can do once per day, which reduces the construction time by 10 minutes. And if you don't have ways to get a lot of friends, all you have to go is spawn friends in the menu section and just go to search, and it will give you all the recommended chances, and just spam request them, okay? Unfortunately, I have 39 out of 44, so I don't really want to spam request, but just spam request and get as many friends as possible, and then, you know, it's going to be saving you a lot of time in the end. Don't really try to keep your friends list to this exclusive IRL friend, or, you know, online friend only kind of deal. Make sure you have that friends list kind of full so that you can get those reduced times, because by near the end game, I don't know if I'm really end game, but things take like 2 hours, 3 hours, and that's just, you know, potentially something else that you could make. And this continues on with the next thing. I'll call this the tip number 3, but building priorities, honestly, just go for houses, all right? So when you're constructing, if you have a house available to upgrade or build, make sure you do that first. The other stuff aren't as important early game. Like gold, you might think is important, but there's an event that you can farm and that you can get so much gold. The food is only for bonding, which, you know, some foods I don't even use. I'm waiting for, like, the right mission to actually use those foods. The laboratory is great, though. The laboratory is great. It gives you free stamina, so I would recommend building that. And the EXP is okay, but there's an event that lets you farm EXP anyway. These rocks are really good as well, but of course these are farmable, so I wouldn't recommend, focusing on upgrading it too much. If there's a house available to upgrade or to build, make sure you do that first. All right, because by building houses, you're able to increase your citizens, and by getting to a certain amount of citizens, you can then level up your central office. The central office is going to give you extra limits, an extra collect limit, and that's going to help you unlock more functions in here and provide you with extra magic crystals to summon potentially, or use it for your other means that you need to do. And not only that, if you increase your citizens count, you can level up your forge, which again relates back to the first tip. Getting that forge mechanic is actually very, very good. All right, so forge level 3 is able to get me to craft 3-star items, essentially, which the forge is another building which you should prioritize. Next up, we are going to be talking about data transfer and saving your account. This game does not do the traditional, link up your Google account or link up your Apple iTunes account or anything like that. This game requires you to enter your data transfer details in order to transfer from device, or if you've lost your phone or something like that. This is just a backup. Make sure you do this because the game doesn't really give you any rewards for doing it or a tutorial on doing it. Essentially, you click the data transfer settings, and then you get your digit code, and then you enter a password that you can have whatever password you want for it. And then if you ever lose your account, you'll have the details for that, and you can recover your account, which is very important because you never know when you could get hacked, or your phone needs to be restored or something like that. All right, and then the last thing that I want to talk about here is the protectors. Okay, protectors are probably the rarest cards that you want to go for. In the companions section, you can go to protection character. I'm sure some of you know this, but these characters are essentially your leaders that provide support to specific battle characters. So right now I have Ifrit here, and he buffs up fire characters as well as dark characters. And the fire character that I have is Benimaru. So make sure you look at all of the options of your protection characters. Some 4-stars are actually still very, very good just for that bonus, especially if you have 5-star battle characters that get that bonus. So I was using Salamander earlier, and he still provides a decent attack boost of 7.5%. So, and he provides Earth characters with a 5%. So make sure you look through that. This is going to help you do team building. So when it comes to building mono teams or mono type teams, make sure you have the typing. So as you can see, I have all winds here boosted by the wind protector. And when you re-roll, okay, this is just an extra little bit. Re-rolling, try to aim for a protector on your ticket multi that matches the battle character that you got from the tutorial multi. So, for example, let's go to summons really quickly so I know the full list here. If I pulled the Harmonizer Rimuru Tempest, which is a water type right here, for example, I don't think you can actually pull Harmonizer Rimuru on the tutorial multi, but I'm not too sure. You would want to aim for the protection character that provides a boost to waters. So Milim here provides a water attack start by 16%. So make sure you pair those two together. That's just like the common tip for team building, essentially. You can also potentially just use characters that have like sub bonuses. So the Elemental Colossus provides Earth for 16%, but he also provides water attack by 8%, which is still very good and decent enough to get through a lot of the content in the game. But anyway, that's going to wrap up my tips and tricks video. It might have been more than 5, who knows, but if you guys did enjoy today's video, and if this did help you in any way, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on for more Slime Isekai Memories videos. Social medias of mine linked in the description. Please follow me outside of YouTube. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.